President Yoon Suk Yeol will attend the NATO Summit for the second consecutive time, heading over to Lithuania next Monday, before crossing over to Poland to discuss broader cooperation on Ukraine and more. A separate bilateral sit-down with Japan's Prime Minister is currently being arranged. Our Presidential Office Correspondent Oh Soo-young has what's on his itinerary.
President Yoon Suk Yeol will discuss support and reconstruction for Ukraine at the NATO Summit next week in Lithuania and make a state visit to Poland, rolling out Seoul's defense and stealth diplomacy in Europe. Yoon's office said Thursday that the South Korean leader will attend the two-day security meeting in Vilnius, focusing on increasing two-way cooperation between the 31-member alliance and the Indo-Pacific region, beginning with the war in Ukraine.
The president will lay out South Korea's contributions to peace in Ukraine, one of the most important issues among the international community, and will concretely set forth our global responsibility diplomacy.
A senior official said while it's unlikely Seoul will issue a completely new support package for Kyiv, it continues to factor in the complex circumstances in Ukraine and Russia and consult other nations on aid provision. Also, Seoul and NATO will adopt a new document to institutionalize cooperation in 11 areas, including non-proliferation, cybersecurity and emerging technologies. North Korea will also be on the agenda, with Seoul and NATO countries jointly warning that Pyongyang's illegal actions will not be tolerated as the regime develops its nuclear capabilities. On that note, Yoon will meet with NATO Secretary General on Tuesday and hold over 5 bilateral summits along with various multilateral engagements. The president himself will moderate a 4-way summit with other NATO partner nations, Japan, Australia and New Zealand, and a separate bilateral sit-down with Tokyo is currently being arranged. Crossing the border to Poland on Wednesday, Yoon will meet with South Korean nationals before holding a bilateral summit with his counterpart Andrzej Duda on Thursday, followed by subsequent meetings with the Prime Minister and parliamentary speakers. Branching out Seoul and Warsaw's burgeoning trade ties, Yoon will attend 3 main business events, which include a business forum, a conversation with local Korean firms, and notably, a discussion with Korean companies on reconstruction efforts on Ukraine.
The president will be joined by an 89-member economic delegation, including not only firms in industries like batteries, defense and nuclear power plants, but also many construction firms interested in rebuilding Ukraine. We will listen to their entry strategies and bottlenecks and discuss the government's support measures.
A senior official told reporters that a trip to Ukraine is not on Yoon's itinerary, nor is it currently being arranged. However, the president will hold bilaterals with more than 10 countries, excluding Poland, next week, not only to expand Korea's diplomatic and trade ties, but also to strengthen its bid to host the 2030 World Expo in the city of Busan. Oh Soo-young, Arirang News.